This is a college football playoff quarterfinal game at the Peach Bowl. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the USF Bulls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
Checking in with the USF head coach before the game. Guys, you know the narrative here with the first round bye. Coach said he has addressed that with his team. When you don't play in that first week, sometimes you come in slow or a little sluggish after a long layoff. Coach said we've worked all week to get out to a quick start. I believe in our opening script, and our guys want to set the tone early. We'll see if they're able to do that here on the first series. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Using his legs, it's Gibson. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, we've seen this all year, and leaning on the running back, getting things started on the ground. This is why he's got over 1,000 yards, and today is going to be no different. They've got to establish the run in order to get to the play-action pass later.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Pass not complete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Lets it fly to the wideout. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. He can go. Touchdown, Aztecs. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
I love linebackers that keep their eyes in the backfield and they turn into pass defenders when it's in the passing game. This guy does a great job. Watch him read the eyes of the quarterback. He steps in front, and now he's gone on the outside for a touchdown. Beautiful play.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The USF offense is back out there now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Looking to throw in the opening snap of this playoff game. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. To throw, it's Van Buren. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. Across the 30. Goes out of bounds, but a nice game. They'll spot him short of the 35.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory.
They'll run it here. Breaks it. Here he goes. Touchdown, Bulls, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. Very satisfying drive, and perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Well, this team hoping to make an impact in the completely rebuilt Pac-12. Joe, you and I both love this conference. For decades, they've produced such excellence. It's a completely different-looking league right now, but a big opportunity for this team today.
And, Chris, part of that opportunity is creating a legacy for this new group and really establishing this conference as a premier conference moving forward. What an opportunity, like you suggested. If they're able to get the win here today, I think people will look at this rebuilt league in a totally different way. Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
Here he goes. Inside the 20, the 10. It's a foot race. They will catch him. Touchdown, San Diego State.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulls offense back out of the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Now the play clock winding down. They'll have to spend a timeout here. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. Handoff here from the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
And the Aztecs now will spend their first timeout. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Go, go!
The back's got it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is the exact reason that you get aggressive on second and short. Look at the defense. They're selling out to stop the run, and they do here, and they provide themselves with a chance to get off the field on third down. But as an offensive play caller, look at those safeties. They're down low. Take a shot on second and short.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
The Bulls have 1st and 10 here. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now, it's a shaky way to start the series. A false start backs him up, makes this 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground here. Look out, he's breaking free, and he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, South Florida. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, but what to hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job. Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
And the wideout goes in motion, and the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. He's got space. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
The defense has got to start committing more guys to stopping the run, because on these quarterback runs, think about it, Chris, you're adding a hat as the offense, and that's why it's such an advantage. He's obviously got the athleticism to do so, and here he picks up a huge gain. Nice explosive run from the quarterback.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. And the Aztecs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Aztecs, as the underdogs now go on top.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Finds his man. It's Branch. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The full start will back him up 5 yards. Now it's 1st and 15. Timeout taken by USF. That's their second. Just the one timeout remaining now in the half. Penalty makes it 1st and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble. Open field ahead. He goes out of bounds, but a big chunk play moves the ball near the 50.
It's going to be a really long day for this defense if they can't corral this quarterback in these scrambles. He's dropping back, nowhere to throw, or he just sees an open lane. Look at this quickness that he's able to use. He gets across the line to gain, moves the chains for a first down.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Powers through. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So the catch sets up second and very short and plenty of options for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Got an opening here. Breaks into the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, USF. So the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy that was going to have to carry this offense. And wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan. And obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And there's the handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Press coverage now from these DBs. He's going to take off. Crosses the 35. Breaks into the and he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. contain the quarterback, and what a boost in the red zone, Joe. But you have a guy who can do that for a score.
I couldn't agree more, Chris. I always talk about in the red zone, the quarterback thinking touchdown, check down. Well, for him, a check down means his legs. And when he gets on the outside, look at the athleticism, taking it all the way in for a touchdown. What a weapon.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And they'll spend the timeout here. The play clock was winding down. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. They'll run it from the gun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. One, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football. You play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Goes out of bounds after a solid gain, close to the 45.
Such a value add at the quarterback position when your guy can just scramble and move the chains. That is such a help to these drives. You can stay on the field. And again, if you can do that 2, 3, 4 times a game, you are doing a great job as a quarterback.
Caught in the backfield. It's Watkins. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Defense all over that first down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Bringing pressure. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes in these early turnovers and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today he just has not responded well.
First down, they're going to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Defense with more pre-snap movement. Here comes a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
3rd and short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? He stopped short of that 1st down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Timeout taken by San Diego State. That's their 2nd. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field, trying to connect from 40 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulls will kick this away to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Aztecs offense back on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a 1st down.
5-yard pickup on 1st down sets them up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. And is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, that's certainly not what they drew up at halftime. You try to make adjustments as a coaching staff and really impress on your players. The importance of that first series of the 3rd quarter, and that's just a terrible mistake by the quarterback and a huge turnover for the defense.
From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on 1st down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on 1st.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. And they finally feature their elite wide receiver. We've been wondering, Joe, where is this guy? They haven't looked to him that much. May need to make the play to make up this deficit.
And, Chris, I will give this defense credit because they have rolled their coverage over the top of this great wide receiver. But as a quarterback, you're down in this game. Now it's the second half. At some point, you just got to say, I got to go down with my best. You got to target him, and you got to target him often.
They're going to run it. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back. It's Van Buren. Catch made on the right side. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The Bulls hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. He keeps it. QB draw. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love how this defense is flying upfield. Look at them disrupt the timing of this quarterback-oriented run game by getting into the backfield. He's got nowhere to go. This play is stopped before it ever gets started, and it's a loss for this offense because of the aggressive nature of this front 7.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bulls. This has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth, answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the second half and come out with a W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid game there. He's out across the 30. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Mitchell. Here he goes. Inside the 30. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. An explosive play for this passing game. And now, Joel, they're suddenly set up in the red zone.
Chris, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Now they've got an opportunity. You got to put this ball into the end zone. Remember, as a quarterback, you got to think touchdown, check down. Be aggressive with the football down the field. But if it's not there, check it down and continue to move forward. You got to be safe with this ball, not put it in harm's way.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Fighting him off.
This is exactly what makes this quarterback so effective, is you can do everything right down the field. The secondary is preventing this ball from going down the field, and yet he uses the athleticism to get himself into a short yardage. Now, you look at this down and distance, this is a great time to be aggressive, convert.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs. Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance, and route to a touchdown.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? To the air, it's Van Buren. With the catch, it's Watkins. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. The Bulls will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. And the returner is brought down. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. First down, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. He's looking to scramble. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around.
San Diego State has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the option play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joel, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage. This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front. Chris, here's the key on these option plays as a quarterback is that you can't assume that you're always going to pitch the ball. You've got to read the defense and force them to make a decision. Here, there's nobody for the quarterback, and he does a great job of just continuing along that track and getting up the field for a big gain.
The Aztecs lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on 3rd down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on 1st down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on 1st down.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll run the option. Touchdown, San Diego State. Powers into the end zone. This offense continues to execute. They don't care about the seeding. They don't care for the odds makers. This is a confident group when they're showing it.
And, Chris, we are seeing firsthand why most coaches would rather play in the first round than have this extended layoff. It is so difficult to get your team ready to go after that long break. Meanwhile, this group, they established momentum round 1, and they've maintained it here in round 2.
And the Bulls offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Watkins. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. He lets it go. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Brought down after a short